Yo, what's good, guys? It's Beach. We are going to do a coaching video of a 2200 player. I'm actually really excited to show you guys this. I think the MMR was like 1900, but it was also early season. A lot of pros in these lobbies are a lot of very, very good players, and this 2200 player came up to me and was like, hey, I just want a second perspective on this game. I wasn't really sure what I did wrong or how I could have won these, so I wanted you to look at it. So that's what we're doing today. I haven't seen many coaching sessions of 2200 players on YouTube, so I think this will be a super fun watch. Obviously SSL coaching, what he took out of it was he needs a little bit more calmness, composure, which is actually really cool because a lot of players struggle with that, whether or not you're ranking up into a rank that you're a little intimidated by or slumping, so you're just intimidated in general. A lot of players lose calmness and composure, which kind of breaks a lack of fundamentals. He does a very good job of breaking fundamentals in certain situations. However, he also broke some fundamentals that were very, very simple if he just took half a second to take a, scan a little bit better and see what's happening. However, obviously in 2200, way easier said than done. This is going to be a super, super fun watch. Also, sorry for the lack of videos. I'm going to slowly get back into posting 2 videos a week. I was just really busy outside of it. We're going to start posting coaching videos, KBM videos, controller videos. I need to start posting Valorant videos because I'm starting to make progress over there. But yeah, we're going to start posting more. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know in the comments, but also coaching with a heart down in the comments. I'll announce the winners from the last video as well. I got really backed up with a lot of stuff, so I just had no time to coach at all. I've taken the last 2 weeks off because I was doing it 7 days a week previously. I'm trying to figure out a schedule for that, but yeah, coaching with a heart. Join my Discord if you want to be a part of the coaching giveaway, and I'll let you guys know those winners pretty soon once I figure out my schedule, and I'll see you guys soon. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Peace. All right, so we're watching a 2000 roughly MMR replay. What are we watching this for, Hurdle? I know you're in chat. If you want to join call you can, but I know you don't want to. What are we taking away from this replay? Wait, a Hurdle replay? I'm locked in. Yeah, everybody get locked the fuck in. This shit's kind of crazy. So what are we doing here, Hurdle? I'm actually curious. I've not heard Hurdle's voice in a year. That's the motive of the chat GPT video. Oh, that guy. Alright, Hurdle. Where's Hurdle fully loaded? I want a second opinion on what I could have done better or things that I could have done in this game. Alright, so we got ourselves, this is, like I said, a really high level lobby. I don't know why he's coming to me, but let's see what we got here. First off, let's rate the drip. Hurdle's always got the fucking sweatiest decals in the world. I appreciate it. I think he got that one from me. Alright, let's see what we got. If there's actual fundamentals that he's missing. This is more of a 2100 slash 2200 lobby. I got you. Okay. He's pretty low. I'll be honest with you. The first thing I see is you dump 50 boost to land. But I understand that you're trying to get to that ball quickly to pressure the ball as first man. That's why you're doing this. But you don't really need to get there super, super fast. You use 50 boost to land. I probably would have landed and dodged. But that's like probably a situational thing for you. That's a 2v1. You could have demoed. If you could get in front of the ball in time. Yeah, second man smart. Your teammate didn't have control. That's another 2v1. I'll be honest with you too. I kind of understand. Like, here's the thing. This is like not a terrible ball to be up for. However, it's just like this. What MMR is this? This is 2200. This is not a bad ball to go for, except in 2200. It's just like you're playing the whiff on a 2200 lobby. However, I don't really see like what's going on. Here's another 2v1, and I'll be honest with you, you could probably hard carry this kid just in 2v1s alone. You would already have 2 for an open nets for this kid. But the actual skill is 2200. Yeah, because it's early season. I got you. It's a really good chow. You recognized it there. Save second. Yeah. Let's show. Yeah, you're trying to jump the demo. You have to jump into that ball. That's a really good bump. But you gotta scramble out. You're looking for, yeah, and then you're gonna rotate out. That's a really good rotation. You should have a free backboard here too now off that. Okay, something that I need to talk about, because obviously a lot of people don't understand this, is the play that Hurdle makes here is he realizes his teammate has so much space that if he gets a demo, he can create a 2v1 off of that for 2 demos, and or he forces them back. So his presence here alone forces them to go back here, which means it basically creates space for himself in a roundabout way. It forces awkward saves, which means he gets to go for this. Teammate is a pro, and this is tricky on the other team. Okay. Good pressure too on the first bend. Why is he rotating out? Wait, whoa, I see what you're talking about. He's not helping you. I've noticed that he doesn't play second man at all for you, or he doesn't play first man at all for you. You're forced to take like 5 challenges. This should be his ball 100 times over. He could go up the sidewall if he's not mid dodge here, right? Oh, weird camera angle. He could go up the sidewall 100% here. Let's watch this from his point of view. I see why you're sending me this replay. He is not helping you, because I've noticed it a couple of times where you just overly have to pressure. That's a ball that he could easily go for. Turn up the wall and go quick. I don't want to know that I can do better. That's fair. You want to know what you could, yeah. This is kind of like that. You're getting pressured behind. You're not really getting pressured behind, though. I would probably play this a little slower, to be honest with you. I wouldn't just full speed this. That could be a better first touch. They are 0 though. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. They're 0, so you get to play it even slower if you want to. Hurdle was this kind of SSL. Yeah, Hurdle's crazy. The thing about this is there's both 0 boost. Your teammate should be trying to at least harass them, which he kind of isn't really doing. However, this first touch just leaves a lot to left to be desired. It's a really good 50 to be fair. True, I got 50 for a free shot. Yeah, except he's in front of you. He's in front of you, but yeah, in this rank, you should expect him to be there. Here's the only thing that I have to say about this is, like, what I've noticed already from watching this replay is he doesn't really help you. So I would probably look for a solo play easily, and then he'll be the cleanup crew for the solo play. And I mean, it's not the fundamental idea of it, but, like, there's definitely a better way you could take a better first touch. You do get a good 50 drop down mid, but he's just not. Did he get bumped there? Did he jump? Did he get bumped? He jumped. He inputted the jump button. But even then, this guy's able to block out the shot. This guy's able to close out on shot. That's sloppy on my part, yeah. Again, it's like little lapses. I will be honest with you, Hurdle, you need to look for 2v1s more. Like, that is what I would take away from this. Because there's 2 situations where you could have easily created a 2v1 for your teammate and just, like, demo pressured last man. Oh my god, the direction changed on that reset. Now that's that. What is your teammate doing here? Rotated fast. Yeah, he couldn't get up there in time. That's such a good save. What could you have done differently here? That's an overcommit. I think the problem is that you overcommit and then you don't go back like quickly. If you just, yeah, you could have been more patient. This should have been a drive challenge. This should have been a drive challenge at best, and then you just rotate straight out. I don't even know if I'd call it a drive. Honestly, you probably wouldn't bump him even with a drive challenge. You'd probably just get out of there. There's not many pads though, because you guys are all SSL, so like half the pad, no, not half, but some of them are going. Yeah, you probably could go out and get pads for a better angle on your challenge. Because then you also go wide for this 100. I was hoping my dive would force him. Yeah, but also the only problem that I see here is if you drive challenge, it's the same idea. Because his touch is awful. No, yeah, his touch is not good. His touch isn't good. However, as soon as you see teammate with you, you just drive. Because you guys are both up the field too far. Like your teammate gets a really bad touch, but also your opponent gets a bad touch, but your teammate gets a bad touch. So what happens here is like you're not back in time. I think it should have just been a drive challenge. Agreed though, drive, yeah. Do you want me to write shit down for you, Turtle? No, it's chill. Okay. I don't love that. Kind of. It's okay. You're not gonna get boosted though, are you? Oh, you get that perfectly. Okay. He wants that 50. My problem is he wants that 50 and you give it to him. This goal is bad. I got you. My problem there is he wants that. Yeah, you can 50 to the other mid boost for sure. I don't even think it's the 50 that you like is the problem. Does he have a reset though? He gets it off the ceiling. Beach with the 2015 music, it's NCS. It's just so I don't get copyright strikes on YouTube. I know it's bad. He does have a pinch shot here. That's why you 50 though. I guess it makes sense. I would probably drive challenge that 50 low-key. I wasn't sure if he had the reset at the time. I was like 60% sure. Yeah, I was noticing that too. Oh god. Ends favorable though? No, it doesn't. Because if you drive challenge there, it's like you can get back immediately. Went to his corner though. And he got full boost. Yeah, but you don't gain the field here. This is like a start. Like, look at here's what I'm seeing. Boom, start to a counterattack. This is a start to a counterattack right here. This should be like everything should be going forwards right now. Your teammate takes your teammate doesn't get a good first touch, which means they can like start to play this. But like this going back to resetting corner, like I think that drive challenge could be better, to be honest. But I see why you dove, because you got the dot, you got the reset off the ceiling. Yeah, I would have probably drove that, and then you could just bail out faster again. Because you're not sure. That's the problem that I have with you diving there. Give me 1 sec.
Battery low. Please charge.
My problem with the dive challenge is since you don't know, you shouldn't be diving. If he flipped the other way, no. He would be flipping out of the 50 then. I think if you drive challenge that, because you don't know. You don't know if he has the reset, so I wouldn't even dive. Then this I would take back down the ground. This is like a... You go corner here, and then your first touch is just right into the defense. Your first touch, like, you didn't scan for your opponent at all. Like, in terms of full accountability for you, you just don't scan for him. You go right up into him. I just hit it too far away from myself. But what if you go back down to the ground here? That's not the worst case in the world, right? What if you just don't hit this? Just come back down to the ground and then double jump pop into the air. That's what I would do. So on your counterattack over here, when we're in corner, it kind of follows the same idea of here. You're like playing, and I get it, SSL's crazy fast, but you're playing into the defense. Like he's sealing, what does he want you to do? He wants you to hit it up here. And yeah, sure, you hit it too far away, so you get, like, this is a crazy ass dunk. I'll give that to him. Like, this is a fucking peak dunk. However, like, if you take this back down to the ground for a 50 on the floor, what's wrong with that? And I mean, your teammate's not playing a safe second, man. That's like why the fundamentals are cool. You guys are both like, I would argue this isn't super fundamental, and this isn't either. Like, your teammate is like out of the net. And I get it, he's trying to go quick, but if you come back down to the ground, then you can kind of anchor more. I mean, do you disagree? Like, I would love to hear your opinion on this. What if we take this touch, don't even take this touch. Just jump to fake the aerial play, and then empty jump into the, so you jump off backboard, empty jump down into the ground, and then double jump pop for the air dribble after. You still have 100 or 86. I guess you're using boost right now, though. Yeah, so that's you'd still be at 100. But no, he should have been safe second, man. He's not safe here. Argue if he knew he was there. Exactly, so it's the scan for your opponents, though. Bringing it down to 50 in the air would have been fine, in my opinion. Could reset Fecky as well. He couldn't. He was too far away. So the problem is he doesn't know where he is until, like, right now. And even then, like, it's kind of hidden behind his car. He doesn't know where the opponent's at. And I'll be honest with you, you don't even... You do check. You do take a look. You do look, don't you? So you kind of know he's coming. You just need to do one more check, and then you know. So my problem is you don't take two checks. You take one, and then he's ceiling challenges where you go up into the air. He gone for a reset here, but I don't know why you would do that. It would just be more efficient to go down. Bringing it down or a 50 in the air would have been fine. Yeah, 50 there would have been fine. My touch was just shit. That's fair. I'll be honest with you. I do think bringing it down to the ground would have been, like, just genuinely smarter, though, because he wants you to play into the ceiling. I could be wrong. You're right, though. If you got a better first touch, you could have outplayed him. If I go for a reset, him dunked even harder. That's what I was thinking. You're not going to reset there. I think if you get a better first touch, great. But also the smarter plays, he's on the ceiling, so just go ground. Insane dunk, TBH. That's what I said, too. I've not seen that dunk much. Yeah, it's a crazy dunk. And again, your teammate wasn't playing a safe second, man. Why are we out of the play here? Was this your kickoff? This was your kickoff and he took mid, huh? Yeah. He was sideways too, yeah. This makes sense, never mind. That guy goes for a fucking psycho. Okay. Look at how fast these lobbies are. This is like crazy to me. Look how fast all of this transpires. It looks 2 times speed almost. What could you do here? I don't know if you played this wrong at all. Flick could have been better, but he's got to score that, yeah. I think wider cut and turn infield. Yeah, but Tricky can close that distance. I don't know how you could play this differently, to be honest. I was thinking that too, but I don't know if you'd be able to do that. Maybe a hook shot instead of a dribble. It's the right play, though. He's trying to squeeze it under into the bottom corner, and then his teammate needs to score that. It comes out a little too fast at him, though. Honestly, if you were really fast here, if you were really quick, you could have popped, double jumped here to hit it backboard, and then doubled. So it would go up here and then double. But that's if you're really fast on inputs. Realistically, I get my teammate a high danger opportunity. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But also, my only thought is, like, differently for the solo play this, you double jump right there. It goes backboard. You could probably double it. What do we think of that? This is fine. This is a low 50, and your teammate's also, like, right here. How does your teammate screw this? Yeah, possibly would work, too. I think that's a good option. The only reason I say that is if once you look at your opponents, and again, this is so fast-paced. I think the big thing for, like, you on offense is just, like, it's so tough, though. Because he just needs to slow down there. Your teammate does. Yeah, I agree. I would probably prefer the dribble chance. Yeah. He wasn't even too close. I think the backboard would be the smartest option. He wasn't even too close. It's because he cuts in behind you rather than scanning middle. He cuts middle. Yeah. Rough down the ranked ladder for you. Rip. We're watching a 2200 MMR replay if you want to join. For him, it's just like, I don't know why he cuts here. He cuts out. He's just autopiloting there. Yeah, pretty much. It's like it's rare in this rank, but I feel like he's doing like what the kids in like, in soccer do. Where like you kick the ball and then you just watch it. Or you make a pass in basketball and you just watch the pass after you pass it. Like you need to like do something after. It's like you're obviously going for a 50. I don't know why he cuts that input there. And that's the difference of scoring and not, to be honest. But I personally, like, after watching this, I think the backboard's the play. No one's backboard. You can just double jump pop this. Or even a double jump pop here and shooting it wouldn't be bad. I'll be honest with you, a double jump pop into backboard or double jump pop. Because if you go backboard, you can probably get it, like, realistically, like, up here. And you can try to dunk it in and or just shoot it. He probably expected the 50 to go corner and play safe, but you have to play aggressive here. He's not positioned for that either, though. No, he's not. He was trying to like get ready for it, which doesn't make sense because he already chose to play aggressive, so he has to be in the middle. So he chooses to play aggressive. There's no reason to like start anticipating this. You just have to be here if you're him. If he was over here, sure, fine, fair enough to go over. But he's already chosen to play middle, so he just has to play the middle. There's no choice to go like corners. I honestly think the double jump backboard plays that. That sucks though. Such a good first. That's a good play. How does he even miss that shot? It's because it's genuinely, see you, because he just cut right. He cut right trying to play corner. He should have just been playing middle. He already chose to play middle, stay there. It's like the idea of you choose to play a safe second man where you're like kind of covering net. You can't like start to cheat up the field until like you know you can like actually start moving forwards and closing that distance. He's a pro though. Yeah, I know. Even I mean, if you put yourself in a bad spot as a pro, it doesn't really matter. What the hell's happening here? This is fine. I would be honest here. I'd probably dip. You have to leave here. You're second man now. You're second man and you're wave dashing up the field with a ball you guys don't really have control of. But you usually play a really good second man. Whatever. Yeah, no, that was cooked. It's a kickoff too. Awkward. I missed every pad too. Yeah, I saw that. I'm not even gonna sit here and tell Hurdle that he needs to grab pads. I'm not even gonna sit here and tell a 2200 player, hey bro, don't forget to grab your pads. I know that's just like not on purpose.
Battery 80%.
I know every pad was not missed on purpose. It wasn't like him just autopiloting missing pads. I thought he'd be close enough to 50. Yeah, that's fair. I think it's just like you need to play safe second because your teammate has 0 boost anyway, and then the opponent got mid. Look at this play. 0 boost, mind you. Look how smart this is. 0 boost. He almost looks like me on keyboard and mouse. Not quite though. 0 boost. Gets a pad. Doesn't even use the pad until he finds an advantage to cut there. And he beats a player out there. Look at that 0 boost play. He gets up the entire field while getting harassed by somebody with boost. Whoops, I didn't mean to press that. Sorry, guys. 12 boost. I honestly think you could have passed that low key. No. Right here with the double side flip on the cut. If you flip there, yeah. But Tricky would be able to close that gap probably. If it was a perfect touch, you could have definitely. It has to be perfect though. But we expect nothing but perfection. He's even kind of looking for this low key. If you pass this, he still gets dunked. No. I don't think he could have played this any better. I think he played it perfectly. I was trying to pass it, like, give me the free cut. Yeah, I realized that. He's going to come out towards you anyway. I realized, like, you're not going to be able to pass. This is pretty good. You just need a better 50. It's not even your fault. Bad pad. 100's fine there. That's a good dive. Tricky was getting there, yeah. Good first touch. Reset. I wouldn't use my reset there. I'd go low. Both opponents are back. TRK fake, that's what I was thinking. It's another 2v1, go for the bump. Could you get there in time? There? I'll be honest with you here. Yeah, executed poorly. If you, okay, so the reset, here's what I'm noticing, Hurdle, is you're almost perfect. You rush things because you're not aware of like opponents 90%, not 90% of the time, like 10% of the time. You're aware of them 99% of the time, or like 95, and then there's like 5 to 10% where it's like I would do something differently just based off where my opponents are at. It's obviously way fucking easier said on watching a fucking replay. I'm sitting back, I'm fucking reclined at 90 fucking, like, you know, fucking 90 degrees here, but or 80, no, I mean 180, but like it's way easier for me to sit here and just lean back and be like, oh, you could have done this differently. That's just my thing that I'm noticing. And then here's 2v1s as well. You dodge out of the play, and I get it, you're trying to get back. Boom, you're just trying to get back quickly, but this could have been a technical 2v1. It's also paused, yeah, exactly. You should have find other paths. No, exactly. That could have technically been a 2v1. And honestly, with a minute left, I might have gone for it. It's kind of the same idea here for me, bro. Like, you beat him, but like it doesn't make it favorable for you anyway. I guess you have to go up. Could you have possibly caught that up the wall? Touch here and then go up the wall rather than forward? No, you couldn't have. Nah, never mind, you're fine here. Do we need a cut there though? I don't know. That's a good bomb. Why is he not there? So he grabbed 100. He used 50 to get up the field. Then he grabbed 100 more. Were you letting him chow give his teammate a free... In my mind, yeah, free challenge. Yeah, I guess. I don't know why you're kind of not really. I don't know what he's doing. Here's the thing. This also happens, by the way. This happens like in low rank, but nice to see it happens in like 2200 lobbies. What happens is he realizes he's out of the play. Like, he has 60 boost here. So he uses, okay, so he picks up 100, takes a challenge, lands with 70. Then he goes to use 60 more to go grab 100. And now what happens is he realizes his teammate's counterattacking, so he's out of the play. So by the time he gets to the play, he's too far up to make an actual good play. Because as a safe second man, since you have 2 to beat, he should be right here. And this ball would be so free for him if he was playing a smart second man here. Just a free ball. Look at the net. I think you played that perfectly. Because I'm realizing you couldn't go up the wall because you're getting pressured as first man. You dust their first man, you 50 their second man. Then the first man rotates to become second and you bump him. I don't think there's much more you could have done. No, he wouldn't. He just got bumped. Watch. Hurdle bumped him. If he was here and going up for this, it would have been an open net. Yeah, he should have been there. That's that problem that we were talking about, though. And I talk about this with lower ranks. I'm sure this happens once, maybe fucking every game, maybe twice a game. He's so far out of the play that he's so like, oh shit, I gotta get into the play, that he goes too far up into the play. He still needs to be a safe second man here. And that ball is wide open for an open net. Yeah, I think he played that really well. He's a boost hog, bro. And then he just clears it away randomly. Why did he do that? He's not aware of where the opponents are at. Puts you in a bad spot. He needs to bump that player. What is he? Oh, that is so, yeah, the game's over right there. That's game. Yeah. Yeah, I knew that. I mean, you could have gotten maybe a better clear, but if he just gets the bump on Tricky, it's a goal. Because, I mean, like, what is Tricky looking at? Tricky's not going to be seeing him coming. That's the wrong point of view. I'm sorry. I don't think Tricky will see him coming, no? No, he would have got, you got a side swipe. Mid dodge too. That's a wide open net for you. To be honest with you, Hurdle, here's what I have for you. After this replay, like, this is actually really cool to watch. I'd love to do more of these. You're scanning for your opponents like 90% of the time, but then mid play, once you make a decision, you stick to it and you don't really adapt 100%. Is that fair for me to say? I saw that with here. So we have this one where I said go backboard or shoot with the double jump. We saw this one where they were both 0 boost, and you took a 50 to mid. He missed an open net that should have been definitely there. But I think there's a better play for you to have coming down. I mean, you went down the wall and then 50'd right into the mid. Could have been maybe better. That was a different one, actually. He wasn't ready middle on that one. That's right. Then we had the backboard play where you got dunked. That's what I would say. Yeah, sure. Say whatever you think. It's just more of a perspective to consider. No, that's fair. That's what I would say, honestly. Is that in 2v1s? Look for your 2v1s more. Like, you probably win this game on 2v1s alone. Attacks I don't really drop to, like, winning or losing. But if you look for 2v1s, you probably win. We'll go through this really quickly. One more time. Stupid that you went for that there. And then this would be your first 2v1. Use your boost to get in front of the ball in demo, and then look at what your teammate has if you go for this demo here. You hit it away from him versus if you go demo, he has like a wide open field. Granted, this kid's gonna be flying back at supersonic speed, but that's what I would say there. Because you dusted one, and you had the space to get in front of the ball too. It's a greedy second, man, but it's not terrible. It's a really crazy touch they'd have to get anyway. Good chow. Good chow. Even that might be a little bizarre. I don't know what else you would do here. You jumped because... Wait, let's watch this. So, half flip. You jump here to dodge a demo, understandably. You don't know where they're at, though. That's my problem here. You don't know who's doing what at this point. Because your camera's been off of them for so long. You just see them both go back. You're assuming one of them's just diving you. Which then gives their first man a free chow. You get a great bump, though, out of it. Your teammate hits it right at them again. Really good play. This is a mechanical thing. Which, it's the right play. It's just unfortunately executed on it. Your teammate needs a challenge for you there. I don't know why it wouldn't. Yeah, that was the one that I was talking about. I mean, it goes middle, but the guy's closing out on the shot anyway. I would have tried to keep that closer and try to like slow down a little bit, get a little bit more of a control on that. I don't know if Nawafi was gonna chill anyway. That direction change is wild to me. This was an overcommit. Yeah, Hurdle, you're doing okay this game, but personally I would have went quicker. This was the same thing. I would have came back down to the ground. Still a crazy ass dunk. And your teammate wasn't playing safe second. He'll get better. Alright guys, chill. We talked about that. Same thing. Probably gone backboard or double jump into ball. That's a great first touch. Reset. Yeah, that's a great play. What is that goal explosion? So Pepega. That kickoff was so chalked. Yeah, same thing. You dodge into two players that are already sitting back. Just gives them more time to react. I mean, yeah. There was like two, I think 2v1s that we like talked about, and that's it. And then this is game right here. I don't know. There's like very micro things, I would say. Like I said, is like once you commit to a play, be ready to adapt. Because you're still playing into defense sometimes. And then the other thing was just look for 2v1s a little bit more. Because there's one or two you guys could have just had clean counterattacks. There's the one that you flipped out of. That's right, when he won the challenge. It was over here. Oh, we skipped over it in the replay. That's everything I have for you. I think that's fair to say, though. I mean, you play a great second man. There's sometimes you greed second man, but it's a situational thing. You greed second man when it's a really hard touch for them. Sometimes they get it, sometimes they won't. I don't really mind that. Probably as you get to like 2300, you just have to full respect those. Yeah, that's what I think. What do you guys think? What do you think, Hurdle? Is that fair? You did really well this game, obviously, too. Def, thank you. Yeah, no worries. Cool. 2200 lobby. Like I said, like, I think I wish I was good as him. Fair. What did you learn, Hurdle? I honestly think this too. Like, the little small things I would take out of this are like, be willing to adapt more in mid play, and then 2v1 slightly. There's two scenarios that we didn't notice. As for like everything else, the only thing I'll say is as you get to higher ranks, you just can't be as greedy as a second man. Because there was the one where you wave dashed up the field here. There's one where you were like here and you had to make an awkward play to get back. And then there was one where you like became second man, like right down the mid. And you took the dive, you were out of position, and then you rotated all the way out. Because your teammate was right next to you. That was when you assumed you were forcing you. Yeah. Save second man. And I mean, this is tough. This is raw. This is brutal because again, we get to sit here and fucking pause. We get to analyze, think about what we would have done better in a game. You don't get that. But that would be like the things, just think a little bit safer as a second man. Respect their touches more, I guess. More so on that fact. Respect your opponent's intentions a little bit more. That's the part of the safe second man. I don't know if it's risks. You don't dive stupid shit, to be fair. You don't dive stupid stuff. You just need to respect intention a little bit more. 2v1 and then scanning for your opponents like mid-play, which is tough. I remember, who would I watch? It was Squishy. Squishy did something that I remember watching a replay of his. We're going to go back here. Squishy did something where I'm gonna see if I can find it for you. It's not gonna help you, Hurdle. So Squishy did something like this, Hurdle. Patience, composure, overall. Fucking Squishy did something like this, where he went for a reset, but he couldn't tell where the opponents were at, or like with depth perception. So he like flicked his right camera around to like get a better aerial view while still like maneuvering around the ball. I was just like amazed. I'm like, okay, he's like giga scanning for opponents, and I don't think that's like. I mean, maybe it might be a little bit more realistic for you, but like for me, I was like, I'm not gonna fucking do that shit. Fuck no. I got my twos replay against Squishy yesterday too. If you want it, Lamau. Yeah, we can go over it quickly. That'd be game. Are you cool if I use this as content, Hurdle? I know you really don't give a fuck, but go for it. Go for it. No, he's a Scrooge. Fucking Hurdle. fucking see. This makes me excited to hear about all the mistakes I make in my games. Fuck yeah. I feel like the right stick is underutilized in this game because of ball cam. It's that kind of grab it, you're chilling. I've been using it a bit these past few days and every so often over this past month. Yeah, but like, okay, so it's like easy to use it off ball, but when you're going for mechanics and like doing shit, I was just like, holy, that's kind of wild. Grab what? His replay. Sure. I use it mainly for dribbling when the ball is on my car since I can never see where the opponent is. That's because you need to change your angle attack. If you're like this, okay. If you're dribbling straight at your opponent like this, and you can't see them, it means you have to open up the angle to like power shoot if they're sitting right behind the ball. Alright, got it. That means they're too like in the way. You can't just dribble straight at them. You have to change their angle. I like donated 2 goals to the. I know I was selling at the start of this next game. That's all I remember. Like I donated goals. Okay. I got you. I got you. Squishy for beach. So you got tight on your team. Jesus, these lobbies are crazy, bro. This preset is so fire, bro. This shit looks so clean in game. Oh, that was so Pepega. Okay, I get what you're saying. That was so Pepega. You obviously know what to do there. We all obviously know what to do there, right, guys? We obviously know what to do there. Everybody should obviously know what to do there. Gold 2's even worse, I got you. Yeah, you should. Oh, nah. Oh, that's not it. Is that it right there? That is it, isn't it? That is so chip. That was so chippy. That's a crazy save. Wait, what happened here? I just pumped everyone else was using back then. This is so weird. I think this kind of, I'll be honest with you, Hurdle. I think this comes into the same line if you're just not like 100% aware of your opponents. You can just like catch this. I say that as like, oh, you can just easily catch that. Oh wait, can you? Hold on, can you? I feel like if you jump and like air steer, you could catch. Or at least be on the ball still. And then you hand it to him. You make a great save, but if he shoots this top left, top right, I don't think you make this save. I'm sorry. Let me look at it from Squishy's point of view. This is kind of just to reiterate what I was saying before, in all honesty. Yeah, if he doesn't fire this down the middle, I think you're screwed. Little lack of attention from Squishy. This is a bummer. That's so mega. Yeah, this is just not safe second. I think you can go for that boost. Actually, I don't know. This is tough. You're in a bad spot. Because you're on zeros. You're dead zeros. You just grab pads here. You fake challenge on pads. Yeah, that's true. Nice touch. Side wall, yeah. Nice first touch. Oh, man. Scan, get out. Smart. Sushi goes for sidewall double. You bail all the way out of second. 2v1 scenario here, but that guy's recovery so fast doesn't really matter. That's a really good touch by you. That's such a good touch because it's so awkward. I mean, he can clear this though, no? I don't think it's that awkward. Wait a minute. It is pretty awkward. It's a weird dodge you'd have to do to hit that. Seems like he should have been able to hit that, but it's still a really good touch to just force it awkward. He could have drove straight up, kinda, yeah. What the fuck? Spanish is bad. That's a greedy dive of a second, but you actually won it. So that's such a good dive by you. Like, this is a play I would back off of 1,000 times over. Like, your second man here, your teammate gets bumped. This is such a good dive. This is like challenge with confidence over and over, 10 times over. That is such a good challenge. I wouldn't go there. And you guys get the gold just because you did that. That's like that situational awareness. Did he fake that on you? Swishy? Yeah, he did. He dodged out. Should be a goal, no? Nice, good finish. Beautiful save. Was that another 2v1 you could have gone for? Not really, because he's jumping anyway. I mean, maybe, but not really. Wouldn't have been fast enough anyway. That's kind of weird, because you clear it into them. You get a good bump out of it, though. It's more of a challenge, to be fair. You could have probably drove the challenge to that, no? You'd still create chaos on ball, but you wouldn't like give the ball to them, just guaranteed. But you still didn't give it to him because you got the bump. Fucking 2,200 lobbies. What is your teammate doing? 100% one of you guys should be demoing Squishy there. He should be the one doing it, probably. That is such an insane save. Get my head out. Talk to him tomorrow. Sounds good. I'll talk to him tomorrow. What the fuck just happened? Oh, your teammate greeted. Do you have to go here? Do you have to dodge here is what my question is. I don't think you do. Your dodge like hits it into him, which is why they score. Good night, Tet. Oh, good night, Beach. Good night, Tet. Thanks for being here, brother. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Thanks for being here, bro. I don't know if you had to hit that. Same thing, just looking for your opponents through your entire play. That's like insane channel. Two v one demo right there. Two v one. He jumps immediately. Your teammate clears it, so I don't know if you'd actually be able to get it, but that's such a good touch too. Nice pressure on the ball. I don't know if you'd be able to get that in time, but at least I would at least try to pressure it. Because if he doesn't go up right away, or if your teammate doesn't just do that, you can just get the demo potentially. That sucks. Do you guys get scored on for that? No. That's a crazy chow. How is he demoing you? He wasn't even going that fast, was he? Was he actually going supersonic? Oh, he barely. Okay, yeah, he did it. I was like, what? Dude, Squishy's ball game had to be so awkward there. Yeah, that had to be so awkward for him. That's such a good dive by you. He just watched you. Wait a minute. I was gonna say, Squishy, there's no way Squishy's not aware of where you're at. I was gonna say his ball game would have to be so awkward there, but I keep forgetting, like, this is like RLCS pros. He just stared you down and watched you do this to him. Bro, nah. There's no way he doesn't even jump to contest. All he has to do is single jump there. No? Why would he let you do that? That's like the respect your opponent's intention type shit. Just respect that you're diving that and he has to jump to block your shot. That's hilarious. They just FF there? Huh. Fair enough. GG's. I guess 3 goals in a minute and a half and 2200 isn't going to be a comeback. Huh, Hurdle. Same thing though. We noticed once or twice again where it's just like these attacks need to be like a little bit more methodical. Which is tough. Again, you have to think. It's not so much that you have to think ahead, you have to notice when your opponents change. And then potential 2v1s. And then your second man's a little... It's not bad. It's just... Your second man's a little risky sometimes. That's what I have for you, Big King. Thank you for these replays, though. I really appreciate these replays of high-level lobbies. You think sometimes you play second man too safe? Trust me, below like 1600, you can literally almost play goalie if you wanted to. Yeah, that's what I got for you, Hurdle. Just as a different thing, it's a little bit safer as a second man sometimes, and then you scan for your opponents initially really well. It's just halfway through your play they might adapt, and then you got to as well. But no, that's it. What do you think of this though, Hurdle? Low-key, I want your opinion on this before like I just leave this. Do you want to stream, by the way? I can raid you. What do you think of this? What do you think of this last goal? Of him just watching you do this. What are your thoughts there? Because that's hilarious to me. He literally just sees the full ass run up of you. Doesn't even jump, just lets it happen. Is that not? It's an ego thing. That's valid. I guess Hurdle does go. I guess Hurdle not goes. Is that what he says? Is that what he said there? Chat, look at this random guy's ego. Yeah, he's like, who does this guy think he is? Look at this idiot. Oh. That's hilarious. Wasn't there another clip of you when you like, what was it, you did that to him before? No, I think you sent me a clip of you doing that to him before, and he's like, why does he go there? Def also said, I don't know how my teammate lets that in. There is another clip. I remember you showing me that Twitch clip. He deleted it though. It was like the same concept. It was the same idea when he was like, you just obliterated him on a challenge. And he's like, why does this guy even go there? Fucking squishy. Alright, well, I appreciate it. But yeah, as you guys can see, there's not so much like, just to finish this video off, there's not so many like lapses of fundamentals everywhere. There's just like small things that like need to be adjusted, like tiny minute things. And I mean, obviously this is like almost the best of the best in Rocket League. There's slightly like there's slightly better players, but this is like everyone, I mean, everyone would love to be here, and like, there's small things. So yeah, I mean, that's all I have is like, and there's small things within like these core fundamentals is like, he scans for his opponents, he makes a great first touch, and then he attacks with intention, but then he loses a little bit of like what's happening because he has to rescan, and like that rarely happens, and it's a couple of times each time. I can stream, yeah, when you're ready to go live, I'll raid you. And then save second man, it's respecting your opponent's intention. These players are 2200 plus. These players are insane, so they're gonna go for some weird touches. You kind of have to just respect that and be a little bit safer at times. And then as for the 2v1s, it's kind of hard to look for them, and like, you know, with how fast the other players' recoveries are, it's like, how long do you really have that 2v1 is what I have to say there. So, but no, I appreciate this replay. I hope this is more entertaining than just educational for you guys. It's kind of cool to see like little lapses of that, but a lot of it is, like I said, is situational. He took challenges I wouldn't dream to take as second man, and he gets favored out of it. He wins the challenge and gets goals out of stuff like that. So no, I appreciate this replay. I wish I played consistently back then. I would be pro right now. Using Hurdle's gonna go pro. I missed the entire thing was playing repo. You're good. I'm going to repo, not repo, repo. Sorry. I'm gonna make this a video. All right, much love, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.